Hi, I'm Georgie from POCculture.com. It's so good to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I wanted to ask you, so this film obviously is about hot Cheetos. I just wanted to ask you first off, like, are you as obsessed with them as I am? I can't stop eating them.
Yeah, I was about to ask how obsessed you are with them. You know what? I had to stop my obsession because I was eating too many, especially making this movie. So I had to put myself on restriction. So I'm a fan, but I do it sparingly because if I go too hard, it's not going to be good.
I assume like the caterers, you guys just had hot Cheetos all over set.
We did. You're absolutely right. I mean, at any time you wanted a Flamin' Hot Cheeto on set, cast or crew, you could find one.
That's amazing. Can you tell me about what drew you to this project?
The story of Richard Montañez, that's what drew me to this project. The idea that he started as a janitor working at a factory for Frito Lay, cleaning up, but had this idea to save jobs and to do that by creating a product, a spicy product that he could market to his community. And not only did that product ultimately become the success of Flamin' Hot Cheetos and the Flamin' Hot brand, but it also catapulted him to become one of the top executives in the company. And just that idea, going from janitor to executive, how do you do that? That's amazing. And that's why I wanted to tell this story. It's just an amazing, true story that I felt like everybody needs to see.
Yeah, I watched the film the other night and it was so inspiring. Like by the end, the very last scene, I was like sobbing. I was like, I'm so inspired.
Good. I love
So
it.
I wanted to ask, like, as someone on the outside looking in, what is it like as a producer? What is your like day to day like when making this film?
Yeah, my day to day, every day was different. During development, part of the day to day is, working with Linda and Eva. Well, first, working with Lewis Collick, who was the original writer, and going over notes, having him address notes, and then getting to a place where we felt like the script was good. And then once Eva came on board and Linda Yvette Chavez, working with them on the script, doing notes, and then working on the budget and then, figuring out the casting with our casting director, Carla, and our director, Eva. And then being on set every day it's really being a good producer to me is about problem solving. And it's about quality control. So, I'd be on set every day and, give notes to Eva on performances and certain things I think we could try to make it even better. And there would be production problems that I'd work with our line producer to solve. And there would be, casting problems. So, every day is different, but every day is an adventure. I'll tell you that. I mean, making a movie is it's a miraculous occurrence. I know that there's so many films that get made, but let me tell you, every movie that's made is a miracle. And so being on set every day was a joy, but there was a lot of problem solving that went on.
That's awesome. It sounds like you're kind of like putting out a bunch of little fires and then
Yes.
making the best product.
Yes.
Speaking of, can you tell me a bit about like film and TV inspirations for you? Like what inspired you to pursue this career in the industry?
Yeah, my father died when I was 9 years old. He had a heart attack when he was 36. And it was really a combination of going to church and watching TV shows and movies that really helped me navigate the tragedy of losing him. And so it was movies like Rocky and Back to the Future and The Color Purple that really inspired me. And I just felt like, wow, if these movies are helping me, I want to be a part of Hollywood to help people. I want to be a part of this business to bring hope and help to people. So those are some of the films that motivated me and that really got me on this journey.
That's amazing. Do you have any sort of like dream projects that you want to like manifest to do that? Is there anything in the back of your like, I want to make a movie about this or that? Like,
One of these days, I'm going to make a movie about Muhammad Ali. I don't know what that angle is going to be. I don't know what the story is, but that would be amazing.
that's awesome. Um, so you mentioned like on set dealing with a lot of problems and like problem solving. Can you tell me about like a favorite day on set? Was there a day that was just like a lot of fun, you know?
Um, 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 um. Wow. I mean, we had so many great days on set. I mean, there were just, so many. I mean, it's hard for me to pinpoint one in particular. but they all were great. I can tell you that. I mean, every day on set was a joy. Working with Eva was amazing. Working with our cast was incredible. So, any day that we were shooting was a good day.
Yeah. Speaking of working with Eva Longoria, can you tell me what that process was like?
Yeah, that process was awesome. I mean, Eva is amazing. She is a collaborator. She is a visionary. She is an amazing leader. So to be able to work with her, and we've been working together on this for years, truly is one of the best professional experiences I've had because she just comes to work with so much enthusiasm. She's always in a good mood, even when things are difficult, she still has a positive disposition. And that's half of it. I mean, a lot of times when movies are hard. So the disposition or the attitude of those that are involved in solving the problem helps make the problem easier to deal with. And so Eva was awesome. And I can't wait to do it again with her.
That's awesome. So you spoke about working on this the last 2 years with her. I have to ask, like, how did the pandemic affect your production?
Well, the pandemic affected the production in that it delayed it. I
Okay.
would imagine that if the pandemic hadn't happened, this movie would have probably already been out. Yeah, and we were fortunate enough to be able to make this movie. I mean, pretty much the summer after the pandemic, in terms of if we're considering the pandemic being 2020 for the most part, we were able to make this movie, coming out of the pandemic, which was also, listen, that was a joy and a pleasure and a privilege to be able to make the film because the studio could have said no, but thankfully they didn't. And but I think the pandemic ultimately did push things back and delayed us. I would say at least a year, if not more.
Wow. Hearing you talk about like how much you love film and movies and how you want to inspire people, I also have to ask, like, how did you decide on producing? What is it about producing that you love so much? Because I can tell you have such a passion for it.
Yeah, what I love about producing is the idea of taking words on a page. When you look at a script, it's just black words on a white page, and bringing that to reality. What I love about it is meeting Richard Montañez in a meeting, and he tells me his story verbally, and years later, a movie is done. It's just magic. It's magic. It's absolute magic. So that's what I love about it. It's like, wow, how you take nothing and you turn it into something, and something that everybody can see for the rest of their lives. That's a pretty powerful experience, and that's what I love about it.
That's incredible. Like you got me excited just thinking about that. That must be like an amazing feeling.
It is.
So you got to meet him. What was that like? What's he like?
Oh, he's awesome. He's great. He's full of stories. He's full of wisdom. He's full of humor. He's almost like a father figure to me. And I really enjoy working with him. I'm grateful to know him. I'm blessed to tell his story. But working with him was awesome. And he was very involved with the script process. He was very involved. He came to set multiple times. He's seen multiple cuts of the film. He's doing interviews for the movie. So, he's very proud of the film, and the film would not be what it is if it wasn't for his direct involvement.
Wow, that's amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about um your favorite aspect or your favorite scene from this film?
That's like choosing between children, that you have.
Okay.
So that's a hard thing, but I'm gonna do it. Probably my favorite scene is the tie scene. That one just always gets me. Always, always. I mean, every time I watch it, I just get choked up because it's such a powerful moment of a father and son reconciling.
Yeah, that definitely hit me a lot. The whole movie, thinking about it, the whole thing hit me, just the representation of it all. I just want to personally like thank you for making this.
Well,
And I want to ask you, what do you hope that general audiences take away from this film?
I hope that they take away hope. I want families, all around the world to see this movie and have hope for the present and the future, and believe in themselves and believe in the power of service and believe in the power of community. I mean, I hope that this film becomes one of the greatest inspirational films ever made because it really inspires people to that degree. That's my hope.
That's awesome. I think it certainly has the potential. It was so great to meet you. Thank you so much for your time.
Nice to meet you too.